Hello all beautiful people, my name is Simon and today I will show you how to install the server via Ansible script, how is it made step by step, and also how to install on the server the example application. Let's get started. So first thing first, we need to copy the repository, what link is in the description to this video. So first go to the link and click a fork. Then you can change the name and description and click create fork. Now the repository has been copied to your account and you have all access and you can edit all the information what is here. Let's scroll down a little bit. There is the table with all secret variables what can be set up, and 3 of them at the moment are totally required. There's a headset token, is also the headset SSH name and SSH key. These 3 secret variables are totally necessary and it will not work without them. What it does and how to get it is told here, but I will show you of course step by step how to do this. First secret variable that will set up will be headset token. To generate the headset token, go to headset account, go to security, API tokens, and like you see, I have one. To generate new one, click generate, give it a name, tutorial, set permission to read and write, and click generate. Then copy it, go to your account, go to setting, secrets, action, and click new repository secret. Here paste what you copied, and here type headset token. Click add secret, and that's it. You just made the first secret. Next step will be set up variables headset SSH name and SSH key. But to do this, we need first generate the pair of key, public and private, add public key here, and pass the name of this key in the headset account as a headset SSH name. We can generate key pair in many different ways. I will show you how to do it in Linux terminal. To do it, first open the Linux terminal and type ssh -keygen -t, then type the type of the key, I will say RSA, -b mean how many bytes, it will be 4098, -c, and I will type here my email. Now it asks for the location, I will keep it default one, and for the passphrase, I will keep it empty. We generated something, and I will show you how to put it in headset in a second. Okay, so now when we have generated keys, go to .sh directory, and we'll see here two files. This is our keys. First, let's copy the public one and copy this to the clipboard. Go to headset, security, SSH keys, and add new one. In my case, this name is already taken by another key, so I'll call it tutorial. Click add SSH, and we have one, yeah? Now, let's copy headset SSH name and add new secret with the name, in my case, tutorial. Click add secret. And now we have also a SSH key, so let's click to add new one and go to terminal and just cut the private one, so this one with no .pub at the end. We paste it here and click add secret, and that's it for now. Okay, so let's have a look for the other variables what are available right now. So it's a headset type. This is actually mean how powerful server is, how many RAM, how many CPU. In the link here is all codes and all parameters available. We have also headset server name. This is actually the name how it will be looks here in the dashboard. Let's actually say add this. So let's say super cool server. Be also aware that space is disallowed, like let's say here. With also location, so in the link you can have a look all locations. It's not much, but we have Helsinki, what is the default one in my script. We have also two in Germany and one in the US. We have also Cloudflare token, so if you wish to server IP be added as a record to Cloudflare, you can set it up. To do this, you need to set up Cloudflare token, Cloudflare zone and Cloudflare email, and also you can add record name if you wish. If not, it will be server. It also, this script has a username possibility, so we can add this. I will call it John, and I'll explain it. That this will be the second user who will be added to the server, yeah. And I also have a swap safe. It has to be integer, of course, and it's how many gigabytes there will be, yeah. So let's say only 1. And that's all available variables right now. So yeah. So now we can just run action. So go to action, click here that you understand. Now go to run Ansible playbook and click run workflow. Okay, this is requested, and now we'll just wait. We can refresh because we need to click here, and we'll see how job is making done. So like you see, Ansible script has been done everything correctly with no any error. Now we can go to servers. We can see that here is the server. We copy the IP and go to this IP port 81. We see that Nginx Proxy Manager is ready to work, and we'll set up pretty soon. Okay, now it's time to have a look how it is made. So everything is starting in this file, run ansible.yml. This is the GitHub action script what will be run every time when you push something on any branch and every time when workflow will be dispatched. So script is started with environment variable section. This section is place where script will try to retrieve secret variable and save it as environment variable. So for example here, this will try to retrieve secret variable called Hetzner token and save it as environment variable called also Hetzner token. In the line number 9, for example, this has also default value. So if you didn't type secret variable Hetzner server type, this will be CX11. So next part of the script is actually tasks. So here is tasks, and for example, first real task is checking if all required variables are set. Because for example, it's no sense to run script without Hetzner token. So if any of required variables are not set, then it exits. So it terminates script actually. After this, we install Ansible, we install dependencies, and we update Ansible, so we'll be able to use it. This is probably the longest part of the script. After that, we're running the Ansible script, create server called, and we send them those variables. And in the script, what is here, in the playbooks directory, first thing what we are doing is taking those variables, yeah? After that, we're retrieving the servers, all servers with the provided name. And this is for having the information if server with this name is already exist. So we will not making another server if it's already exist. And after that, we will be handling the firewalls. So first we open port 81 for NGX Proxy Manager and also 80.443 and 22. Those two firewalls rules will be saved to special variables. And now we can make the server, and we are actually making. We are providing the information like name, type, location, and also we assign this to the firewalls what we just made. We also add key, and here's condition if server with same name is already exists or not. So now we are waiting for connection, and if user provided the Cloudflare token, Cloudflare zone, and Cloudflare email, we're making the record with the IP of the server just made. And after this, we're coming back to run Ansible file, and we'll make the SSH key file, so we'll be able to log into the server what we just made. And once the SSH key is made, we can run manage server Ansible script and send there some variables. And in the file, we'll get those variables here and here. First thing is to retrieve the server. We'll retrieve the server for IP, and the IP will add to group servers. Why is that? It's because Ansible can managing multiple servers at once. Of course, we have only one, but we have to say Ansible that we'll have group servers, and that group will have only one server with this IP. After that, we are logging to this group, where it's only one server, but still to this group with this user, and we'll not get any facts because we'll not need this. After this, we are waiting for connection, what is here, and we install some basic packages. So we install the Ranger, Git, curl, and Vim, and we update cache. Update cache actually means that before it install, it will update repositories. And now we are making the Docker group, and after that we are making user. This user has the group sudo, so we'll be able to use the sudo command and Docker. And also have a look that here is no password, so you will be not able to log in via password to this user, and that's good on security reason, of course. We are making the SSH directory in this user, and we copy from root to user authentication key, so you will be able to use the same key for both users to log in, yeah? And here we are making the PS1 and take some aliases and export and save it in user bashac. And after that, we copy this to root bashac, so we have same aliases and PS1 on both users. And PS1 is responsible of this little thing. So we have the information that this is green, that there is the username, this is purple, and this is host, here is the some arrow, etc. So this kind of thing, yeah. And after this, we install Docker and Docker Compose, and then we're making the directory /opt. There will be the Docker things, and first we're preparing the NGX Proxy Manager. First we're making the directory for them, and copy file to this location Docker Compose YML. This file is actually in templates, so this is this file, and this file will be copied as Docker Compose.yml. Then we run the Docker Compose, the Docker actually, and then we do the same thing with Portainer, so another service. We also make directory, we also copy file, and also we run this Docker. And here is some swap magic. So this is actually checking if swap is already exists and safe in some variable, only for here. So this is condition when this block should happen. So this is the magic what making the swap available, and this is only for this condition, yeah. So actually, if swap is not already made, just made the swap available, yeah. And here is last two actions. So first it remove password for sudo. So if you as user will type sudo su, for example, it will not prompt you for a password. And also here is this allowing login via password to SSH. So it will not allow login to SSH with no private key. Well, let's have a look how it works the server. So let's first log in via SSH. Type yes. And first thing first, we see that here is the PS1. We can also log in as sudo and it not prompt for password. Have a look for aliases. We have some. We can exit from sudo and see that same aliases should be here. Let's go to OPT and let's see. We have here two directory. That's okay, of course. And let's try have a look for the nginx docker compose file, and it's here. Maybe let's see how many swap, and we have 1 gigabyte of swap. That's also cool. So like you see, everything is working properly. The script has been done pretty good job, and we'll start configuring external application just in a second. After you've installed the server, go to the server IP port 81 and log in with the default login password. Then change your username if you wish and email. Then click save and change the password. And click save again. Next, we'll set up the DNS record. So go to your DNS provider, type any name you want, your IP address, and click save. In my case, it's Cloudflare. And now click dashboard, proxy hosts, and let's add new one. In my case, is port.hrishko.dev. The name of container is container and port is 9000. We can block common exploit certificate if we don't have common key dev where you So I put here the domain, DNS record. I will disable proxy, of course. Oh, wait. Okay. And second thing, I will add here a proxy. So here I put the same thing what I put in the DNS provider. So in my case, it's nna2 rishco.dev. Here I put the name of the container. So if you go to the container, you see there the name and the forward port. So let's have a look. It's 443. We can block exploit and add SSL if we wish, and this should work just fine, and it is working. One more thing to be aware: the container and Nginx Proxy Manager has to be in the same network. So if we scroll down and go to this network, we see that N8N and Nginx Proxy Manager are in the same network. This is made by those files. So there actually we define it what networks will be here, and for our use we'll say that when we mean Nginx, we mean Nginx, and here we say that this container uses this network. So you need to just add those files to every container what you would like to use in Nginx Proxy Manager, otherwise it doesn't work. So you probably will need to consider to watch another tutorial about Putana, but here is something what you might see interesting. So if you go inside the stack, here are some icons what might be interesting. They are actually the same icons what are here. So let's have a look just what is it. So here are logs. This is actually explain this off, but you also can display the timestamp, filter it somehow, download, copy, etc. You can log in inside the container via, for example, bash command. If it doesn't work, doesn't that mean that this container does not have bash like NAA does not. In that case, you can switch it or provide your own command. In our case, sh is just fine. And you also can attach inside the container, and it is also sometimes pretty useful. We have also some statistics and some more informations. Like here we have the environment information, some labels, restart policy, networks, volumes, pretty useful information, yeah? So that's all. I hope you found this very useful, and if you did, please consider start this repository on GitHub. Thanks again, and have a good day. See ya.